When is healing accomplished? If we're helping someone, sometimes it may feel like it's slow, sluggish, it's not going so well, it's not happening very fast. Remind yourself, healing is accomplished the instant the sufferer no longer sees any value in pain. Who would choose suffering unless he thought that it brought something to him and something of value? When someone is going through that healing process, I've seen it many times where the healing actually makes them more fearful than to be in the state of sickness. I'll be sharing a couple of those stories coming soon, case studies really, where a person might have healed so quickly that it frightened them because all of a sudden, everything that they had experienced for years or even decades, if all of a sudden that's healed in a half an hour, it just throws your mind into a quandary and you don't quite know what to make of it. And you might start worrying about the future and how it will affect you and will it come back and will people expect more of you? And, the mind starts reeling. You will learn as a healer, which I will share with you after so many sessions. I learned that the ego loves to focus on the past or the future, but never the present. It doesn't focus on the present because it is the present moment that we can be released, that we are free. And so the ego always has us focusing on the past, like the young man I worked with. There was so much past to think about. And as soon as that is cleared and neutralized and it's not as much of a problem, the ego hops over that fence and it starts having you focus on fear of the future. I have watched that happen in my sessions over and over again. So I have learned the shortcut is before my client leaves my office or my phone call or my Zoom session, if I feel that there is a concern coming in about the future in some way, I always pause and ask if we can address any concerns about the future as we go forward. Now, some of my longtime clients, I don't need to do that as much because they know we can bring this up. They know that's a concern. But a new client, especially one that's experiencing significant healing in the first session, I always address their fear of the future before we finish our session. And I'll be teaching you how to do just that.